இன்றைக்கி இந்த விழா என்னோட லைஃபோட biography சஞ்சய் லூனியாஜி ஆத்தர் எழுதியிருக்காரு. அது ஒரு ரிலீஸ் பண்ணி எப்படி யங்கர் ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனல் ஸ்டோரியாக இருக்கணும், எப்படி என் வாழ்க்கையில் நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு எல்லா கஷ்டத்தையும் தாங்கி ஒரு சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக பிஸ்னஸ் நடத்த முடியுன்றது ஒரு வாய்ப்பு எல்லாருக்கும் கிடைக்கணும். அந்த நோக்கத்தோடு இந்த புக்கு எழுதியிருக்கேன். இந்த புக்கு லெட் திஸ் பி அன் இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் டு ஆல் தி யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ். ஏன்னா இப்போ இந்தியாவில் யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ்க்கு தான் இந்த காலம். இப்போ யங்ஸ்டர்ஸு 40% ஆஃப் அவர் பாப்புலேஷன் இஸ் லெஸ் தென் 30 years. இவங்க இந்த வாய்ப்பை எப்படி ஆண்டர்ப்ரனர்ஷிப்போட கலந்து எப்படி புது வெல்த்தை க்ரியேட் பண்ண முடியும், புது டெக்னாலஜிஸ் எடுத்துன்னு வர முடியும். இது இந்தியாவில் லேண்ட் ஆஃப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இஸ் இந்தியா டுடே. இந்தியாவில் தான் வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. இந்த வாய்ப்பை எப்படி நீங்கள் நல்லபடியாக முறையாக நடத்தி எப்படி சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக லைஃப்பை கன்வெர்ட் பண்ண முடியுன்றது புக்கு. இந்த புக்கு படித்தீங்கன்னா என் ஸ்டோரி ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாக இருக்கணுன்றது நோக்கத்தோடு இந்த புக்கு எழுதியிருக்கு.
சார் நிறைய பேர் பயோகிராஃபி பண்ணியிருக்காங்க சார். அதில் அவங்களோட நிறைகளை மட்டுமே சொல்லுவாங்க, சில பேர் குறைகளை சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. இதில் எப்படி இருக்குது?
இதில் குறையும் ரொம்ப இருக்குது. ஏன்னா நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதே இதான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன். நான் லைஃப்பில் குறையோடு தான் ஆரம்பித்தேன். ஏன்னா நான் ஒரு மிக சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் ஃபேமிலியோ ரொம்ப மிடில் கிளாஸ் ஃபேமிலியில் தான் பிறந்திருக்கேன். பிறந்துட்டு அங்கேருந்து எப்படி ஹிந்தியில் தான் படித்தேன். ஏன்னா அதுக்கு மேலே இப்போ ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ் மீடியம் ஸ்கூல் அனுப்புறதுக்கு கூட எங்கள் அப்பாவுக்கு தகுதி இல்லை. அப்போது ஹிந்தி மீடியமில் படித்து லாயலா காலேஜில் படித்து எப்படி ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஃபஸ்ட் ஜென்ரேஷன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு கூட இப்போ அப்பா கூட நஞ்சு கூட பார்த்துருக்க மாட்டார். அந்த மாதிரி ஆரம்பிக்கும்போது ஒரு எல்லா கஷ்டத்தையும் அனுபவித்து எப்படி நாங்கள் முன்னுக்கு வந்திருக்கோன்றது தான் இதுக்கு. ஸோ கஷ்டம் இல்லாமல் லைஃப் இருக்கணுன்றது முடியாது. அதனால் இந்த புக்கு டைட்டிலே ஹேண்டிகேப். எல்லாரும் பிறக்கும்போது ஒரு ஹேண்டிகேப் கண்டிப்பாக பிறந்திருப்பாங்க. ஹேண்டிகேப் இருந்திருக்கும், ஹைட்டில் இருந்திருக்கும், வெயிட்டில் இருந்திருக்கும், கலரில் இருந்திருக்கும், எந்த ஹேண்டிகேப் இருந்திருக்கும். இல்லை அப்பா சரி இருந்திருக்காது, பேரண்ட்ஸ் சரி இருந்திருக்காது, எந்த கஷ்டமோ எல்லா கஷ்டத்தையும் நம்ம சொல்லி நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில் நடத்தின்னு இருப்போம். ஆனால் அந்த கஷ்டம் எதுக்காக கொடுக்குறாரு கடவுள்? இந்த கஷ்டத்தை வச்சு எப்படி நீ சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக மாற முடியும், அது எப்படி நீங்கள் ஒரு ஜேர்னி எடுக்க முடியுன்றது ஒரு நம்பிக்கை கண்டிப்பாக வரணுன்றதுனால தான் இந்த புக்கே எழுதியிருக்கேன். ஏன்னா எல்லோரும் கஷ்டம் இருக்கும், ஹேண்டிகேப்ஸ் இருக்கும், அண்ட் கன்வெர்ட் இன்டு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. எவ்ரி ஹேண்டிகேப் எனக்கு பணம் இல்லை அதனால் நான் இப்போ ஒரு கிளப்போ நான் ரைடிங்கோ பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு நினச்சானா தப்பு. அது உங்கள் பேச்சில் உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப்பில் எப்படி நீங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் ஆக முடியுன்றது கண்டிப்பாக ஆகலாம் கஷ்டத்தை பார்த்து. இது இப்போ ஃபஸ்ட்டு இங்கிலீஷில் வந்திருக்கு, அதுக்கப்புறம் தமிழ்லேயும் ஹிந்திலையும் எல்லாம் வரும். அந்த முயற்சி எடுத்துகிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
சார் இப்போ பார்த்தோம் ஸ்டுடியோலாம் வச்சுருக்கீங்க, உங்கள் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நிறைய பேர் நடிக்க வராங்க, ட்ரை பண்ணுறாங்க. நீங்களாம் சினிமா பக்கம் வரதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு உண்டா, இல்லை பிஸ்னஸ்லேயும் போயிடுவீங்களா?
நான் ஹாலிவுட் ஃபில்ம்ஸுக்காக ஒரு அனிமேஷன் கம்பெனி ஆரம்பித்தேன். 2004 எங்களுக்கு ஒரு சின்ன வாய்ப்பு கிடச்சிது. த லார்ட் ஆஃப் த ரிங்ஸ் ஒரு கொஞ்சம் சீன்ஸ் பண்ணோன்ட்டு அது பண்ணி கொடுக்கறதுக்கப்புறம் சோனி பிக்சர்ஸ் எங்களுக்கு ஸ்பைடர்மேன் 3 கொடுத்தாங்க. அதே மாதிரி ஆடம் சாண்ட்லர்ஸ் எங்களுக்கு மூவி கால்ட் I'll tell you the name of the movie. அந்த மாதிரி அந்த மூவிக்கெல்லாம் அனிமேஷன் பண்ணதுக்கு எனக்கு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்தாங்க. அந்த வாய்ப்பு அவங்க நினச்சி கூட பார்க்கல. இந்தியாவில் இந்த மாதிரி திறமை இருக்குது, இந்த மாதிரி திறமையோடு அவங்க விஎஃப்எக்ஸ் பண்ணி கொடுக்க முடியுன்றது. சோனி பிக்சர்ஸே அசந்துட்டாங்க. ஸ்பைடர்மேன் 3 பண்ணி முடித்து கொடுத்த உடனே அவங்க ஃபுல் டீமே இங்கே அபயகுமார் உங்கள் கம்பெனியை நாங்கள் வாங்காமல் இங்கேருந்து போக மாட்டோம். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சக்ஸஸ் கடந்து சோனி பிக்சர்ஸ் வாங்குகிற அளவுக்கு ஒரு கம்பெனி தயாரிச்சிருக்கோன்னா நீங்கள் பாருங்கள் எங்களுக்கு சினிமா உலகத்தில் எவ்வளோ தொடர்பு இருக்குது. அதனால தான் இந்த காலேஜ் ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது விஷுவல் கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஒரு சப்ஜெக்டாக இருக்கணும், நியூஸ் ரீடிங் ஒரு சப்ஜெக்டாக இருக்கணும். இந்த மாதிரி வாய்ப்பு எல்லா பசங்களுக்கும் கிடைக்கணுன்றதுனால தான் இது சப்ஜெக்டே ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கோம். மெனி பீப்புள் ஆர் வெரி சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் இன் லைஃப். இல்லை வேரியஸ் ஃபில்ம் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா விஎஃப்எக்ஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் எங்கள் காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான் அங்கே இருப்பாங்க.
சார் ஹாலிவுட்டில் கால் படிச்சிருக்கீங்க, தமிழில் எப்போ?
கண்டிப்பாக எடுக்க முடியும், கண்டிப்பாக எடுப்பாங்கன்றது எனக்கு முழு நம்பிக்கை. ஏன்னா ஒரு நல்ல சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லை நம்ம செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா நல்லவங்க செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணால் தான் அது வந்து ஒரு சொசைட்டியில் ஒரு எடுத்துகிட்டு அவங்க வாழ்த்துட்டு இவங்கள இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணுன்றது நம்பிக்கையோடு வந்து கிடப்பாங்க. இல்லாட்டி வேறு தப்பான செலிப்ரேஷன்லாம் போயிட்டு இந்த மாதிரி நடத்தணுன்றது, இந்த மாதிரி தான் வாழ்க்கை இருக்கணுன்றது நினச்சாங்கன்னா அது தப்பான ரூட்டில் போயிடும். அதனால் நல்ல ரூட்டில் நல்ல பேர் எடுத்துன்னு வரணும், நிறைய பேர் வரணுன்றத வாய்ப்பத்தோடு தான் இந்த புக்கு எழுதியிருக்கேன். சரி, நான் வந்து எந்த குறையும் சொல்கிறதுக்கு இங்கே இல்லை. அவன் அவங்க வாய்ப்பு, அவங்க சக்ஸஸை தேடி அவங்க லைஃப்பை ஓட்டுவாங்க. அதனால் யார் வந்தாலும் அவங்களுக்கு வாழ்த்துக்கிறேன், அவங்களுக்கு நன்றின்னு சொல்லிக்கிறேன். அவங்கவுங்க கஷ்டப்பட்டு அவங்க லைஃப்பை பார்த்துருவாங்கன்ட்டு எனக்கு முழு நம்பிக்கை. தேங்க்யூ.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We, the Center of Excellence for Art and Culture of Shri Shankarlal Sundarbai Shasam Jain College for Women, consider it a great honor and privilege to host the launching event of the book H2O, authored by Shri Sanjay Lunia. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. A very good day to one and all present here, and Jai Jinendra. It's a very prestigious moment for me to render the welcome address to this august gathering of scholars, philanthropists, industrialists, and authors. It gives me immense pleasure, on behalf of Shri Shankarlal Sundarbai Shasam Jain College for Women, I deem it my privilege to welcome our chief guest, Padma Bhushan R. Tyagarajan Ji, who is with us today to release the book H2O, written by Mr. Sanjay Lunia, and Sri Jaswanji Muno, who is going to release the Arthashastra book, written by Dilip Dhing. I also welcome the office bearers of Sri S.S. Jain Educational Society, the President, Secretary, and all the other office bearers, the members of the College Committee of Shasam Jain College, the members from JITO, the members of the Jain community, the students, faculty members, the press, the media, and my colleagues for joining this beautiful occasion. In fact, what to do in a welcome address? More than welcoming the gathering. I have been mentored personally by Sri Abhaya Ji over the 1.5 decades. I think I'm really fortunate. Whatever the college is today, with the highest ranking in NAC, 3.64 as a CGPA, would not have been possible but for the vision being set by him, and he has been guiding us throughout. It is like a Guru Sishya Parampara, where we teachers, I take pride in taking Dr. Uma Maheshwari and Dr. Rukmani along with me, and those colleagues who have been here in this institution since inception. Like, we used to hear from him, right? We used to observe him. We used to see how he takes things next, right? Right? I still remember in 2008, when we started the Shakti cell, I just sent an invitation just like that 10 invitation to him. He just came and told me what I do with this invitation. Then I recalled, no, I should have written the addresses and the person to whom it has to be sent. That was the first mentoring that I got from him. Sir, I have never forgotten. I think I have grown enough to meet your expectations. So this is what Sir is. And when those preachings has been taken a shape of a book and being written by Mr. Sanjay Lunia, I think the entire Shasam campus is fortunate, because so far 15,000 graduates have gone out of this institution, and lakhs and crores and millions of students are going to get graduated, and they will be benefited by everything that he has undergone by his journey. Sir, I just only, I cannot bless you, but with all the things, ungalai panindu vadangi இந்த சபைக்கு என்னுடைய நமஸ்காரத்தை தெரிவித்து இந்த விழா நல்லா நடக்கணும், சிறப்பிக்கணும் சொல்லி எல்லாரையும் வரவேற்பதில் மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். நன்றி. Thank you so much for your words, ma'am. I now request Shri Sanjay Lunia ji to share his reflections about the book H2O.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. So, Everyone in this auditorium are unique in their own ways. Someone's a businessman, someone's a philanthropist, someone's a publisher as well, and some are journalists too. And authors too, exactly. So now, if I had to take a wild guess as to what is that one common thing we all have in us, and I feel that is the feeling of finding something real, like true friendships, true relationships, and also true stories of courage and truth. A few mistakes and moons ago, I met Abhaya at a Jito event where I was getting away with my public speaking fear and I was given the mic to anchor. So when Abhaya was having some refreshments there, I snuck in through the group of people and I asked him. His story was very inspirational that I couldn't stop myself and I asked him, Sir, is there any biography written about you? And then he said, No, but I am in the process of writing it. I said, we professionally write biographies and publish them. Done. We exchanged our business cards. Next day, I was in the office in the same college ground. Today, we are sitting and launching it. And a year ago, we were sitting here, and then he gave us around 250 pages of pre-work, 12 hours of audios, and a lot many videos and speeches that he has given. And he said, Sanjay, get onto your toes now and start writing the biography. First of all, my team was totally petrified, to be honest, when we first saw the amount of content that we have got. So first, in the first meeting itself, we finalized. The language is going to be simple, and we are going to take out 30 stories from his life, 30 incidents which are very inspirational, and something that we need to learn and something he has learned from them. And these 30 stories, my friends, let me tell you the truth, it took us 3 months to actually find out and finalize those 30 stories from his life, And then we came on a conclusion that if we want to write Abhaya's proper legit biography, that is, from his birth till now, it would take at least 6 to 7 books. So, problems everywhere. I have grown up listening to the stories of helpless, and also people often view that their problems are something that cannot be solved. Victim mindset all over the world. And people want, sometimes I've noticed it, people want to be known for their problems, and so they fall into the trap, that vicious loop of grabbing attention of people through the problems that they are facing. And this is an endless, tireless loop actually. Now, the fact is that humanity has reached Mars. So, anything under the sun is possible. This book, H2O, Handicap To Opportunities, is a collection of 30 short stories from Abhaya's life, covering his personal and professional pursuits. Now, written in a simple language with a tinge usage of local words, we have ensured that the book feels like a roller coaster, and each chapter is put at a max cap of 8 pages, so that you can read it while you're having your coffee or tea, or while you're traveling. So, I'm eternally grateful to have Sir Tyagarajan ji and Jaswant ji Manot and all the other dignitaries present at the event to grace us with the book launch. And also, this book is a testament to the fact that if someone has stood to his name, the fearless, then it is Abhaya ji. Okay, last few words. I'm forever indebted to Abhaya for trusting us with his life's story and legacy, and giving us an opportunity to write and publish the same. Jai Jinendra, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing your experiences while writing the book, sir. I now request our Vice Principal Ma'am to introduce the Chief Guest, Padma Bhushan Shri Tyagarajan. Good morning to one and all present here. It is a great honor to introduce the Chief Guest, Shri R. Tyagarajan, fondly known as RT, a Padma Bhushan awardee, known for his human-centric approach to business. In a world often dominated by the pursuit of wealth, we have RT Sir, who challenges the conventional notion of success, not only by his financial triumphs, but by his exceptional commitment to humanity. RT Sir is the founder of the 6,000 crore Shriram Group, which is India's premier financial services network chain, with over 2,400 branches, more than 45,000 employees, and a strong customer base of 9.5 million. Sorry, 6 lakh crores. RT Sir is driven by a set of philosophies and values. He has exceptional commitment in serving the undeserved category of customers by providing accessible financial services while maintaining profitability, which has led to a change in the landscape of lending in India. His people-first philosophy puts his employees and customers first and believes that the value created should belong to the entire company and employees who have created this wealth. His relationship with his employees, investors, and other stakeholders has created a win-win situation for the group and continues to add value to the group. He has encouraged entrepreneurial spirit by supporting those who believe in starting a new business. Aarti sir is a role model who leads a simple and frugal life, which is reflected in the way Sriram Group is run. Blessed with a sharp intellect and business acumen, his awe-inspiring journey of building Sriram Group from a small non-banking financial entity to one of India's leading business conglomerate showcases that business success can be a vehicle for positive societal change. His dedication to inclusivity, empathy, and philanthropy has not only reshaped the financial landscape, but also has left an indelible mark in the lives of countless individuals. Please join me in welcoming Aarti sir, a game changer, a visionary for change, and our mentor's mentor. I request Associate Secretary sir to honor Aarti sir with a shawl and Madam Secretary to honor sir with a memento.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I now request COENC Director, Dr. Rama Delashekar, to introduce our other chief guest, Shri Jaswant Munot. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Jai Jinendra. It is with a great pleasure and honor that we gather here today to extend our warmest welcome to Shri Jaswant Munotji, a truly distinguished individual whose accomplishment and contribution in business world are nothing short of remarkable. Shri Munotji's leadership as the director of Munot Industries Limited, along with his involvement in various other esteemed organizations such as South India Chemicals, Leasing Private Limited, Munot Windfarm Private Limited, and Jain International Trade Organization, exemplify his commitment to excellence and innovation in the corporate realm. His achievements have not gone unnoticed, as evidenced by his recognition in the recent publication both in India and abroad, and his feature on the cover page of India Today magazine in an article titled Brats in Business. Such accolades underscore the significant impact of Shri Munotji has made in his field. Beyond his national boundaries, Shri Munotji's expertise has earned his opportunities to present an esteemed forums such as the Indus Entrepreneur, TIE in Los Angeles, USA, and the International Rajasthani Conclave in Jaipur, showcasing his influence and ability to engage diversified audience. Furthermore, Shri Munotji's dedication to personal growth is evident in his educational journey, culminating in a master's degree in business administration, which serves as a testament to his commitment and continuous learning and professional development. As we come together to celebrate Shri Abhayji's accomplishment, so it is Munotji, let us not only acknowledge his vast achievement, but also express our gratitude for his presence among us. His leadership, innovation, and global vision have left an indelible mark in the business world, serving as an inspiration to us all. With anticipation and eagerness, let us extend a warmest applause as we welcome Shri Jaswant Munotji to assume his gathering. We look forward to his invaluable insight and wisdom. He will be undoubtedly share as an illustrious journey whose valuable lessons for us all. Welcome you, sir. Now I request our Honorary Secretary, sir, to adorn our chief guest with shawl. I request Associate Secretary, sir, to give the portrait to Munotji. Elucidating to us about how much of giants our chief guests are today. Now, for the most awaited part of the event, I request our chief guest, Padma Bhushan Shri Tyagaraja ji, to release the book H2O. I now request our chief guest, Shri Jaswant Munotji, to release the book Mulyatmaka Arthashastra, authored by Dr. Dilip. I kindly request Padma Bhushan Shri Tyagarajanji to say a few words of inspiration for our audience today.
I am very happy to participate in an event where we focus on the great contribution of Abhaya. He doesn't talk about himself, he doesn't talk about his performance, about his achievements and all that. Then it is something which we should recall, we should focus on. I have been with Abhaya, I would say, I'm trying to make it Abhaya these days. I have been with him for the last, I would say, 30, 35 years or so. 50 years or so. I have been watching him grow in stature, grow in maturity, grow in contribution to the community in a big way, and grow in his ability to inspire people, help people to grow. That's something which has been amazing. Trying to talk about, first of all, I'll compliment our youngster, this 21-year-old editor, who has written an excellent book. The book is very good. It is one of those few books which I read through from cover to cover. I don't read normally books from cover to cover. I did it from. It's very well written. Congratulations to you. Now, when you think of talking about Abhaya, I recall Dhirubhai Ambani in those days was considered to be a great individual. He was a great individual. He was a great contributor to the nation, etc. How do you write something about him in a weekly magazine, which was the Sunday magazine in those days? So there was a cover story on Reliance and on Dhirubhai Ambani in that weekly edition of Sunday. I think the person who wanted to write the front page was the picture of Dhirubhai Ambani. And you have to say something underneath, you know. He had nothing to say. He said Ambani and a big exclamation mark. You are surprised by him, that's all. There is no words to describe what Ambani was, what his contribution was conveyed in that picture with only an exclamation mark. Similarly, Abhaya also, a big exclamation mark. You can't describe in words what he has been achieving all these years, and I am amazed. As he said, I am not like you, that can express it all this in so many words and all that. So I think I'll put my very big exclamation mark and then leave it at that. So simple. The second one was I was thinking of what Abhaya has been doing. I find that one thing describes. I used to see the advertisement of, I think it was Citibank or something like that. It said, "City never sleeps." I think Abhaya never sleeps. The only description of Abhaya is Abhaya never sleeps. He is doing something or the other meaningful to the community, meaningful to people around him. That is what he has been doing 24 hours a day. Even during his sleep, he doesn't sleep. He thinks about this institution, which is great. Incidentally, I went through, once again, a tribute to the visionary approach, which I knew his father well. Shankarlalji, at this point of time, I will also recall my association with Shankarlalji. He was again a great individual. We might not have written a book about him, that's another thing, but we could have. He had had so much of achievement in his, including the bringing up of his children to become excellent citizens of this country. It has been great knowing and interacting with he has been giving me a lot of credit for contributing something to his growth, which I strongly deny. I did not do anything whatsoever except putting him to trouble. That's one thing. I will take credit for having landed him in a major problem for which Mrs. Abhay will certainly be blaming me in due course. But that was okay. It was the beginning. He could achieve things. In spite of being put in a very difficult situation, he could fight it out and come out of it very, very successfully. I mean, recognized internationally for his contribution for various things. I was telling one of your colleagues, I was telling you, that this institution, this college for women, is a great idea. It's a wonderful idea. The way it has taken shape reflects what Abhaya is. His vision, his commitment, his ability to continue to work in spite of various adversities. I know how difficult it is to run any business in this country. You are full of rules and regulations all the time, but running it is not easy. It's very easy to get discouraged and go about taking a lot of pity on oneself and communicating it to so many people and all. That's what most of us do all the time, complaining about everything. He did not complain. He went ahead. This is reality. We have to face it. And we have to succeed in this. That's how it has been going along. And that is something which could be inspirational for some people. I always believe that most of the people who read this book of will feel that it is better not to get into any business. The kind of problems that you face, the kind of mental tension that you have to undergo in making success of enterprises is so formidable that people will say, I would take up a job, get a salary, and maybe a bit of a bribe too in this country. So it's much more pleasant to be in that situation rather than get into creating a business and an enterprise. But then there will be some small percentage of people, there will be a few Abhayas, maybe about 100 Abhayas out of 150 crores of people in this country. There should be at least 100 Abhayas in due course. And some of them may be inspired. Some of them may feel a bit consolation that they are undergoing a lot of suffering. Okay, he has also undergone a lot of suffering. Maybe there is some light at the end of the tunnel. I think the tunnel is too long for you to see any light at the end of the tunnel. But then he has seen it. He has made it a success and he has contributed to the country in a very big way, including this institution. I personally feel that if women were the leaders of any society, we would have a lot of prosperity, lot of harmony, lot of happiness around. It is very unfortunate that most of the leadership in all countries, including India, is in the hands of men. You have to ensure that women take over. And this college will pave the way to see that women rule. And we have a long way to go, but let us make the journey. Let us be inspired by what Abhaya has done in all these areas where it's so difficult to make a success of anything, to have created a good institution. I have always been saying that this is a greater contribution to the nation than all the analgins and ibuprofens and all those things that he has made very successfully and exported all over the world. But this college is a greater contribution to society because it is creating the future lady citizens of this country. One of these days, in the next 50 years, we will have prime ministers, chief ministers, secretaries, joint secretaries, all of them will be women. When that happens, and only when that happens, India will reach a stage of prosperity. Till then, with our management, it is not going to reach prosperity at all. Women have to take over, and they will ensure that there is prosperity. So with that, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to express something which I always felt I should be expressing. I've been with Abhaya for, as I said, 40 to 50 years. He has put me on one or two of his boards, and my only job there was to say that Abhaya will always do everything right only, we don't have to do any reviewing. Otherwise, I don't want to even go into the details. I know it will be done well, that's all. So thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you so much for elaborating so beautifully about Shri Abhayji and your relationship with him, sir. I think on behalf of all students, I can say that we feel really grateful to be studying in this college which has been established by a great person. I now request Shri Jaswant Manojji to address the gathering.
Jai Jinendra. After Tyagarajan sir's eloquent speech, it's a little difficult to take on from there. But his book is saying handicap to opportunities. I think all of us can move from handicap to opportunities. Where we don't move is we give up easily. And there's a guy there, Abhaya Srisrimal, who never gives up. So that is the distinguishing factor for anyone. There will be problems in life, in business, in your family life, everywhere. But we stop at a point and give up. And if we learn not to give up, I think 100,000 Abhayas can be made in the country. So this is what I have always seen in him. I've been moving with him quite closely in the last 2-3 years at least. And there cannot be an younger guy than him, forget his age, but I think he sounds, moves, behaves, everything younger than me. So this is what separates him from anyone else. He can work for 18 hours, 20 hours, and as Tyagarajan sir said that he doesn't even sleep when he sleeps. So this is what distinguishes him. A man of commitment, and I don't have to read this book to know what he is. I know him much more than what a lot of other people know him. One thing is that if he's convinced about a thing, okay, he will go all in to do it. And that conviction will come after a lot of questionings and things like that. But if he's convinced, then he's convinced. Then you don't have to see where it is going, where it is not going. Everyone makes mistakes in business, in social life, everywhere. But one who learns from the mistakes and moves forward is the guy who is a successful guy. That is the only difference, right? There is no other difference. I make mistake, everyone makes mistake. So who is a smart guy? A smart guy is one who goes and latches up with someone who is better than him. So when I wanted his time for my factory, okay, I set up a lithium cell factory in the country, which was the first one, but I wanted his time. So as usual, if I speak to him on the phone, he will give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and that's it. Then he'll say, okay, we'll see you later. So I made him invest in my company. So when he invests a little bit of money in my company, his interest is there in the company. So now he cannot go away from me. Because if he goes away, his investment will also go away. But what I learned from him is that he speaks few minutes. He came to my factory, he speaks few minutes, but I remember what he speaks. I try to inculcate what he says. Okay, because there is a meaning in what he says. He may not be right 100 times out of 100 times, but most of the times he's on track. And this is something, if you have not captured in the book, you should capture, probably add one more chapter after whatever you have done. A man who can motivate, a man who can go from the brink of defeat to height of success, a man who can always smile in any kind of adversity, a man who can handle a situation which we all think can be a doomed situation, but he still comes out winner. This is Abhaya Srisrimal. So with that, I congratulate Lunia ji for writing this book. I also was there when Abhaya ji was meeting you. Probably you have forgotten. But that is when I got introduced that you write books. And we have a talent like him in Jito. We are all very proud of that. And Jito has given us a lot of things, and also given a lot of things to Abhaya Srisrimal also. And we all grow from there. Congratulations and best wishes in life to come in the future. Thank you very much.
Experiences with our Honorable Secretary General here, sir. I now request the Head of Department Tamil of Jain College to present a வாழ்த்துரை about our dignitaries.
குருவுருளையும் திருவுருளையும் வணங்கி வாய்ப்பிற்கு நன்றி பாராட்டுகிறேன். இந்த இடத்துல நான் நிற்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அது எனக்கு கொடுக்கப்பட்ட வாய்ப்பு அல்ல. அவர் என்னை தேர்ந்தெடுத்து நிற்க வைத்த என் திறமையை வளர்த்திருக்கிறார். இங்க வந்தப்போ எனக்கு எதுவும் தெரியாது. இந்த கல்லூரிக்குள்ள காலை வச்சப்போ ஒரு ஸ்கூல்ல இருந்து நேரடியா நான் கல்லூரிக்கு வேலைக்கு வந்தவன். அப்படி வரும்போது எத்தனையோ பேருக்கு நடுவுல பல கேள்விகளுக்கு மத்தியில ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்பரண்டா நாங்க கல்லூரி ஆரம்பிக்க முயற்சி பண்ணுகிறோம், நீங்க வேலைக்கு வந்தால் தடங்கள் இருந்தால் என்ன செய்வீர்கள், ஏற்றுக்கொள்வீர்களான்னு டிரான்ஸ்பரண்டா அந்த இடத்துல உள்ளதை உள்ளபடி சொல்லி அதற்கு பிறகு ஆசிரியர்களை பணியில் அமர்த்திய நிர்வாகம் அவருடையது. வரும்போதே தெரியும் டாஸ்க் எடுக்கணும், அந்த டாஸ்க்ல நாம மேல வளரணும், வளர்ந்தா மட்டும்தான் நம்மளோட கல்லூரியும் வளரும். அதுக்கு ஒவ்வொரு நுனியிலையும் கூட இருந்து அத்தனை உதவிகளையும் செய்தவர் அவர். நான் முதல்ல ஒரு இன்டர்நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் நடத்தினேன் தமிழ்ல. அந்த இன்டர்நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் நடத்தின நேரத்துல காந்தி கிராம பல்கலைக்கழகத்துல கூட ஆன்லைன்ல டிக்னிட்டரிஸை கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடியல. ஆனா என்னுடைய கல்லூரி, இன்னைக்கு சொல்றேனே என்னுடைய கல்லூரி, அந்த கல்லூரியில எனக்கு அதுக்கான வசதி இருந்தது. சார் முன்னாடி உட்காந்துருந்தார். அன்னைக்கு அவருக்கு பேச முடியல, தொண்டை வலி இருந்தும் கூட ஒரு நல்ல முயற்சின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு வாழ்த்தை சொல்லி நின்று அந்த இடத்துல அது கனெக்ட் ஆகி இன்டர்நெட் கனெக்ஷன் கூட ஒரு நிமிஷம் தடங்கினா கூட என்னன்னு ஒரு பார்வை தான், என்னம்மா அது பிரச்சனையான கேள்வியே கேட்கல. அடுத்த நிமிஷம் அது கனெக்ட் ஆச்சு, டிக்னிட்டரிஸ் பேசினாங்க. அவ்வளவு சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. அதுதான் தன்னையும் வளர்த்து கொண்டு தன் கூட இருப்பவர்களோட வளர்ச்சியிலையும்
சந்தோஷப்படுகிற ஒரு ஆத்மார்த்தமான மனிதன். அந்த வகையில we are so fortunate. அடுத்த மூணாவது விஷயம் நான் பார்க்கறது, அவர் என்ன சொல்றாரோ அதை தான் செய்வார். எந்த இடத்துலையும் அது மாறினதே கிடையாது. நான் இப்பவும் நினைச்சு பார்க்கிறேன், இந்த கல்லூரியோட டெசினியல் இயர் அதுல எம்சி பண்ற வாய்ப்பு எனக்கு கொடுத்தாங்க. அவர் நினைச்சிருந்தா எந்த ப்ரொஃபஷனல்ல வேணாலும் உள்ள கொண்டு வந்து உட்காந்துருக்கோம். நீங்க பண்ணுவீங்கம்மா, பண்ணுங்க, அவ்வளவுதான். அஜெண்டா கொடுத்தாங்க, ஒரே ஒரு ட்ரையல் பார்த்தோம், அவ்வளவுதான். இடையில வரக்கூடிய எல்லா தடங்கல்களையும் தாண்டி அன்னைக்கு அது ரொம்ப அழகா மூவ் அவுட் ஆகி முடிஞ்ச உடனே இதை விட ஒரு அற்புதமான நிகழ்ச்சி நடந்திருக்க முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லி தனிப்பட்ட நபர்களாக ஒவ்வொருவரையும் அழைத்து பாராட்டினாரே, அதுதான் எங்களுக்கான ஊக்கம், இந்த கல்லூரி நிக்கிறதுக்கான காரணம் உண்மையில. அடுத்தது NAC முடிஞ்சு கமிட்டி அவங்களோட சஜஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு போறாங்க. அந்த இடத்துல வெளியில தாண்டி வரும்போது, அம்மா உங்களை மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்களால தான் இந்த கல்லூரி வளர்கிறது, நீங்க தான் இந்த கல்லூரியோட பேக் போன்னு சொல்லும் போது, நாங்களா எல்லாத்தையும் செஞ்சோம்? நாங்க எதுவுமே செய்யல. நாங்க எங்க கடமையை செய்யறோம், அவ்வளவுதான். எங்க கடமையை ஊக்கப்படுத்துவதோடு மட்டுமல்ல, அந்த இடத்துல அவர் தன்னை மறைத்து கொண்டு எங்களை முன்னால் நிறுத்துகிறார் அல்லவா, அது அவருடைய வெற்றி. இன்னும் ஒரே ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம் சொல்லணும். ஒரு தமிழ் வாத்தியார் இங்கிலீஷ் புக்கை படிக்கிறதுன்றதே ரொம்ப கஷ்டம், ஒத்துக்கிறேன். நேத்து இத பேசணும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு நினைவுக்காக அவசரமா H2Oவை பெரட்டி பார்த்தேன். 250 பக்கத்தையும் படிச்சு முடிச்சுட்டு தான் தூங்கி இருக்கேன். அந்த அளவுக்கு அற்புதமான நடை. ஒருவரை நம்ம தெரியும்னு நினைக்கிறோம், ஆனா நாம் பார்ப்பது மிக 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 குறைவு. அவங்களுக்கு எத்தனையோ பல விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு அப்படிங்கறத அந்த புத்தகத்தை படிச்சதுக்கு பிறகுதான் தெரிஞ்சது. H2O எல்லாருக்கும் ஞாபகத்துக்கு வருது தண்ணி தான். நீரின்றி அமையாத உலகு, இதுதான் இந்த உலகம் இன்னைக்கும் போய்கொண்டிருக்கிற நிலை. எல்லாருக்குமே அது நல்லா தெரியும். அபைசார் இல்லாமல் இந்த கல்லூரியில இருக்கக்கூடிய அத்தனை பேராசிரியர்கள், இங்கு அதை சுற்றி இருப்பவர்களுடைய நலன் அத்தனையும் அவரால் வந்தது என்பதை இந்த இடத்தில் நான் அழுத்தமாக பதிவு செய்கிறேன். இன்னும் ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன செய்தியை மட்டும் சொல்லிட்டு இந்த அவையிலிருந்து நான் விடைபெறேன். இந்த மூணையும் தவிர முதல் அலும்னை மீட்டிங் என்னால மறக்கவே முடியாத மீட்டிங் அது. எல்லாரும் வந்து உட்கார்ந்துருக்காங்க. அலும்னை பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு பேச சொல்லி வேலை வாய்ப்புகளை கொடுத்து அவர் ஊக்கப்படுத்துறார். எல்லாம் செஞ்சதுக்கு பிறகு, ஆமா இந்த பிள்ளைங்க நாளைக்கு என்னவா இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கறத நீங்க எப்பவுமே கவனத்துல வச்சுக்கணும். இவங்க தான் நம்முடைய கல்லூரியை உயர்த்தக்கூடியவர்கள். இதை சொல்லும் போது அந்த இடத்துல ஒரு அலுமினி கோஆர்டினேட்டரா நான் என்னை பத்தி மட்டும் பேசுறேன் அப்படின்னு நீங்க எல்லாம் நினைக்கலாம். நான் இந்த கல்லூரியில் ஒரு அங்கம். இந்த கல்லூரியை பொறுத்த அளவுல இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய அத்தனை பேரும் அதன் அங்கங்கள். நாங்க குரு பரம்பரால சொல்லுவோம், தலைவராக கடவுளும் அவருக்கு அடுத்த படிநிலைகள்ல இருக்கிறவர்களை கீழே அடுத்த லெவல்ல இருக்கிற எல்லாரையுமே வந்து அவருடைய தோன்றல்கள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். எப்படி கடவுள் செயல்படுகிறாரோ அதே போல அவருடைய வழித்தோன்றல்களும் கடவுளுடைய தன்மைகளை பிரதிபலிப்பவர்களாக இருக்கிறார்கள். அந்த வகையிலே இந்த கல்லூரியில் எங்களுக்கு எத்தனையோ விதமான வாய்ப்புகளை தந்து உண்மையிலேயே எங்களை இங்கே நிறுத்தி இருக்கிற அபைசாருக்கு வாழ்த்துவதற்கு வயதில்லை, ஆனால் வணங்கி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing with us about how much Shri Abhayji is an inspiration to you. And I think all of us can take every step in his life and journey and incorporate it to become a better person. I now request Honorable Secretary General Shri Abhaya Srisrimal ji to share his reminiscence about his journey and his life.
Vanakkam, Jai Janendra. I am so overwhelmed by the presence of my mentor, guru, philosopher, guide. I'm short of words to describe how much he has helped me in shaping my life. So, if I am into pharma industry, it is the entire credit goes to Sri Tyagarajan. So respected another chief guest, Jason Munot, who is a good friend of mine, and we've been working very closely together for the last few years. But when he told me that I should invest in this company, I thought he gave me an opportunity to invest in this company. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm sure because I'm a born risk taker. So when he approached me and the novelty of the idea was there of the cell manufacturing, lithium cell manufacturing, battery manufacturing unit, I said that is an opportunity for which I was waiting for and had my investments done. All the dignitaries who have come here today, President of the Society, Padamji, and everybody who has come here, I thank every one of you for making time for this function in spite of your busy schedules and come here. If I have to summarize what I have gone through and what hurdles I have passed through, that's why I named the book as H2O. H2O is nothing else, Jagadajiji, I want to explain to you here. The God has made the earth with 67% of water. Our body is made of 67% of the water. And I feel our life is also made of 67% of handicaps. And the rest, 33% opportunity. God has ensured to tell you that you work hard, convert every handicap into opportunity. So that's how the coin of H2O was done. And then I felt that this is a unique phrase where everybody struggles to, convert. Handicaps can be in any form. It can be in physical form, it can be in monetary form, it can be in the parents who are handicapped or parents don't give. We normally end up, finding faults as to why we are not able to go somewhere. But God has given you these handicaps because He knows how much strength you have. So you have to explore your inner strength and overcome these handicaps and convert that into an opportunity. If Abdul Kalam had complained that I didn't have a light in my house to read books, he wouldn't have become the President of India. So these are various stories. But if I have to really thank anybody in my life, it is my wife and children. Who supported me at every difficulty. I mean, born handicapped in the sense that I normally say that I was not born with a silver spoon. But luckily I was born with a golden tongue. So I could convince people on the ideas what I have. And people used to believe that yes, I could do it. And that put a heavy pressure on me to see that I make it happen and prove it. Luckily for me, I've been most of the time successful. But where I am unsuccessful, I keep on trying. My perseverance levels are very high. But God then accepts that yes, He has to finally give me the reward, and finally He gives. Right from starting of pharma industry, becoming an international player, when I wanted to start Lifecell, it was a novel idea. People, marketing people said that this will not work. I tore off the marketing report and I said, I'm going to start. This is where when somebody says no, that's where the challenge is. I went to Mr. Tyagarajanji and I said, sir, I have an idea that we should start something on stem cell. And as usual, Tyagarajanji said, Abhaya, you tell me what amount I have to write a check. Across the table, he gave me a check because that time US dollar was 44. $1 million was 4.4 crores. He gave me the check of 4.4 crores across the table. That is in 2004. And you know what he said next sentence? This is his usual style of encouraging entrepreneurs. He said, Abhaya, I've forgotten this money. I think so from 2004, I almost was riding 4 or 5 horses at the same time. Education institution was one. In 2004, it was supposed to start, but then finally it started in 2005. And 2004 to 2011 has been a discovery of myself as to what my potential was and what my potential is and how I could create more institutions. So between 2004 and 2011, with the help of Mr. Patabi and Mr. Ramanan and she was a small team, and of course my family members, Mayur, we went into various industries. We started at least around 14, 15 industries at the same time and started investing everywhere. God has been kind. We have seen through the difficulties and seen that we make every step a formidable step and make it a success. The journey has been very, very difficult. And I still continue to take risks and ensure that I encourage entrepreneurship like what Tyagarajanji is doing. I am probably learning from him as to how to encourage entrepreneurs and new ideas. So that has never stopped, and I don't think I should stop, but though the pressure on me is that I think I have done enough, I should withdraw from everything and stop. But leave it to God to decide as to what my next step would be. And similarly, about Sanjay Lunia, he talked about how we met in Guntur. And first thing I asked him was, what is his age? That time he was 19 years old, and he said, I have won an award in literature. I was surprised that a young man, 16 years old, is having an award, a novel written by him at the age of 16. I said, what are you doing now? He said, I'm running a publishing house, employing 40 people. And Guntur, in a small town, which is we always call as the B town or something, I find that today the talk of B town, C town has got no relevance. Because talent is everywhere. You have to encourage those talents and see that they are nourished and made into successful people. I can tell you some of the people who are sitting here, who have become entrepreneurs, who are trying to be successful, struggling, and some are already successful. So I've been enjoying this journey of helping people to see that they become successful entrepreneurs. So whatever I have learned from Mr. Tyagarajanji. I want to ensure that I pass it on to the next generation and make more new entrepreneurs. Because I remember C.K. Prahlad's statement that poverty in India cannot be removed by doles and freebies. Poverty in India can be removed only by entrepreneurship. So the more the entrepreneurs are there, they create jobs, they create opportunities for people to be successful. And this is what it is. This is a cycle which we have to continue. I'm sure in the decades to come, when India becomes the superpower or the developed nation by 2047, India's Amrit Kal and 100th year of independence of India, I'm sure India is going to be seeing many entrepreneurs being very successful and running the country with all the... So Bhagavan Mahavira has many preachings, and out of that, the main 5 preachings of what he talks about is ahimsa, aparigraha, anikantavad, and acharya, and satya. Satya and brahmacharya. If you see aparigraha, doesn't mean that you should stop making wealth. Wealth creation is a God-given opportunity or gift to you. But only thing what he says is that you please limit your wants. Restrict your wants. Somebody says 100 saris. He says no, keep 1,000 saris also. But more than 1,000 saris you will not keep. Or even the food. What intake you do. Everything build a limit for it so that the others can also, or you have the opportunity to distribute the wealth to the others. And this is what I strongly believe in. And example again, Mr. Tyagarajan, who still goes sometimes in a Maruti car. WagonR was his favorite car. And after so many years, first time I'm seeing him having an email and a mobile phone. I asked him, sir, what made you change to the mobile phone? He said, my landline stopped working. And I had no choice but to have a mobile phone. So that is the kind of simplicity and humbleness each one of the successful person has to display. Displaying and sticking to those simplicity is more important. Because people, emulate what they see in the world. So when we are celebrating 80th birthday of Tyagarajan, our Gurumurti very rightly said that birthday celebrations of good people should be celebrated. What is happening? The politicians, the gundas, the others who really celebrate their birthday with all pomp and show. People think that we should celebrate like that. But that's a bad example they are setting. We should learn how to be simple, how to see that we contribute back to the society. And that's what we have done in our college also. We have ensured that every one of them become a doctorate, get a PhD. So more than 50%, 60% are PhDs today. So the kind of brick by brick, you build up the entire institution really paves way for the future to be unfolded and seeing more successful people. And I'm sure Shashan Jain College will produce many leaders in the future. So I seek the blessings of everybody present here and good wishes to see that I continue to encourage entrepreneurship till my last breath. Thank you very much.
I think I can say that this is a very inspiring moment for all of us. Hearing Shri Abhaya speak has been so inspiring. I now request Madam Secretary to share her memories with Shri Abhaya.
Jai Jinendra to one and all present here. Respected Chief Guest, Padma Bhushan awardee Sri R. Tyagarajan ji, and a leader of our Jain community, Sri Yashwant Ji Monod. I heartily welcome you all for the book launch function. The book written on Abhaya's life reminds me the memorable time we have spent together. Being his wife, I got an opportunity to experience the same and also learn from it. I'm proud of Sanjay Lunia ji for making such an successful attempt. I also congratulate Dr. Dilip ji Dhing for his book on Mulyatmakam Arthashastra. I hope you all will enjoy reading both the books. Thank you.
In fact, I forgot to talk about the book Mulyatmaka Arthashastra. Mulyatmaka Arthashastra was a thought process when we wanted to launch this in Jito, in the Global Economic Leadership Forum. I said, Dilip ji, we should write on what Mahavira had talked about economy. We all think that it is a religious sentiments which Mahavira had expressed. But Mahavira had very clearly expressed about how to run your individual life into business, how to limit your wants and see that you still be a successful businessman. And his disciple, or years later, Srimad Rajchandraji was doing diamond business. But while doing the diamond business, his principles were so strong that he stuck to the teachings and preachings of Mahavir Bhagwan, and he became an immortal person. So we always think that following some of the preachings or others are difficult in life, but if you can follow that and be truthful to your business and be truthful to the humanity in terms of giving away, no problem. He was accepting loss. But if the other person is satisfied, he was more important. And that's how he ran his business. And that's what we have learned in our all businesses, that customer comes first. And we ensure that he becomes a permanent customer for us. So when we are exporting all over the world, I think we have customers who have been there for life. So Dilip Dhing, thank you very much for writing beautiful book on, it is an extract of 20 various agamas, from where he has taken all these literature extracts and published it in a book. So thank you very much, really appreciate this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, sir. I now request our Associate Secretary to share his experiences and recollections with our Secretary General.
Jain, Sri Srisrimal stands as a beacon of hope in all those who wish to strive and achieve success by thinking differently and rising above the crowd. Born into a hard-working entrepreneur family, Sri Abhiji learned the importance of working hard and working smart. Many of the seeds grown by him have now grown into huge bunions where hordes of birds nest and make their life comfortable. Sachin is honored to have been nurtured in his initial phases under his guidance and continues to bask in sunlight of his wisdom. As a mark of gratitude, we are pleased to have his biography released here, which was conceptualized by him, but not as just thumping, but to serve as an inspiration to all the young minds and wish to rise as phoenix by overcoming the challenges and by imbibing the Indian entrepreneurship spirit of thinking hardcare. One need not looking elsewhere for success stories and tips, game plans, always available here in the form of Sri Abhay, a living harmony, testimony to the spirit of commitment, compassion, camaraderie, and community service. Please do read H2O book and enjoy the experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your words, sir.
Dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, ये दो पंक्तियां खुद को बुलंद कर इतना खुदा भी पूछे तेरी बुलंदी का राज क्या है, ये अभय ने करके दिखाया है. We are all born equal.
but we have every right to die unequal, live unequal. जो मौत और जिंदगी के बीच जिंदगी जो मौत और जन्म के बीच में जिंदगी है उसे कैसे बनाया जाए. He is a person whom we can emulate. मैंने 2 पंक्तियां पढ़ी थी कि दुनिया में अगर अमर रहना है ऐसा कुछ कर डालो जिससे लोग पीछे लिखें तुम्हारे बारे में, ऐसा कुछ लिख डालो जिससे लोग पढ़े और तुम्हें याद करें. लेकिन जिस व्यक्ति ने किया भी है और लिखने लायक और दोनों किया है उनका मैं किन शब्दों में बहुमान करूं मुझे सब समझ में नहीं आते. इन्होंने लिखने लायक किया भी है और करने लायक लिखा भी है. इस ओकेजन पे जो इन्होंने चीफ गेस्ट को चुना है त्यागराजन जी को, आई थिंक देयर कैन नॉट बी एनी बेटर थिंकिंग और एनी बेटर कोऑर्डिनेशन देन फाइंडिंग जो त्यागराजन के बारे में कुछ बोला था आपको थोड़ी सी बता देता हूँ. ही इज अ पर्सन हु इज ओन a 6 lakh crore empire. इनका कभी कैबिन नहीं था इनके ऑफिस में. He used to sit in others' cabin, he used to sit in boardroom and talk to people. Wagon R, Mobile Abhaya. Or last time I remember when TVS Capital had Prahlad's award function, I was present there and he announced इनकी करीब पूंजी का 75% शेयर इन्होंने अपने एम्प्लॉइज को पूरा दे दिया. Imagine the quantum of that would have done. So अभय के बारे में, yes, he is right. इन्होंने कितने एंटरप्रेन्योर क्रिएट किया शायद इनको भी हिस्सा मालूम नहीं है. I will admit at this point of time that though I studied, मैंने चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी की थी, I hail from business family. I got many things right from my family and my fathers or whatever you call it. But corporate world में मेरे को expose अभय ने किया. What I learned from in last 20 years in corporate world, I must thank him. As he says, Tyagarajan sir, I can say Abhaya is my guru in the corporate world. Yes, I have also seen him working. He calls me at 10 o'clock and he starts discussing things. Abhaya sir, सुनी टाइम बोलो आप, how is this आप बात कर रहा. So this is way of working. Morning 4:30 I think. And the greatest thing I have seen is he always loves to talk to youngsters. जीतो के प्रोग्राम देखा, कहीं देखा, कोई बोलता मेरे को कुछ, 4:30 बजे आ जा वॉकिंग मेरे साथ. 18-20 years youngsters walking along with him in that. So मैं तो घर पे घोड़ा ही कहता हूँ. घोड़े को तुमने बैठे देखा, घोड़ा बैठता नहीं है. Compare him with that. Anyway, I also feel fortunate to have been associated with him. My association with him goes for the last 20 years. So I pray God ऐसी शक्ति देते रहें, ऐसे ये काम करते रहें और आगे भी ऐसे काम करें इन चीजों के साथ. और ये शासन कॉलेज अपने सबके सामने एक ज्वलंत उदाहरण है इस लव फॉर एजुकेशन. और जैन सोसाइटी के इतिहास में पहली बार कोई महिला कॉलेज सेक्रेटरी बनी है. ये इनके पीरियड में हुआ है. और उषा जी पहले बोल चुके हैं, मैं तो बोलता कि इन्होंने लिखा है आप पढ़ोगे, लेकिन आपने जो देखा है वो कुछ हमें बताइए कि आपने क्या देखा है. थैंक यू.
இந்த விழாவில் கலந்ததுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. இந்த H2O புக் ஹேண்டிகேப் டு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி எழுதுறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு ரொம்ப பேர் கேட்டுக்கினே இருந்தாங்க. நீங்கள் லைஃப் பற்றி ஏன் எழுத மாட்டேன்றீங்க, ரொம்ப இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாக இருக்கும். அவங்க சொல்லும் போதெல்லாம் நான் சரி ஒரு விளையாட்டுத்தனமாக அப்படியே விட்டுருவேன். நான் அப்புறம் இங்கே ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஸர் வந்து இல்லை நான் எழுதி ஆகணுன்றது முடிவோட என்ன ஒரு 250 pages எழுதினான். Unfortunately, after that she had some problem in the family and she died. And those 250 pages were given to him and Sanjay Lunia said that I want to write a book. I said, இதுக்கு மேலே ஒரு நல்ல வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்காது. ஒரு வந்து எதிரில் வந்துட்டு நான் எழுதுறேன்னு சொல்கிறான்னா அவனை விடக்கூடாதுன்ட்டு அங்கேயே ஒரு முடிவு எடுத்துட்டு அடுத்த நாள் ஒரு சிக்னேச்சர் போட்டு ஒரு கான்ட்ராக்ட் போட்டோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் இவர் என் லைஃப் ஜேர்னி பற்றி கேட்டுக்கினே இருந்தார். எல்லாம் கேட்டு எழுதிட்டு ஒவ்வொரு வாட்டியும் கரெக்ஷன் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த புக்கு விழா வந்திருக்குன்னா I mean, it has come to the public. I am really grateful to everyone here and particularly my parents, my family. My parents have been a great encouragement in the sense they used to give me so much freedom. இப்போல்லாம் ஒரு அம்மா வந்து ஒரு பையனை வளர்க்கணும்னா ரொம்ப கட்டுப்பாடோடு வளர்த்துறோம். எங்கள் அம்மா வளர்த்தது அந்த கட்டுப்பாடே இல்லை. நீ இந்த வேணாலும் பண்ணு, எப்படி வேணாலும்ப்பா வந்து சாப்பிட்டு போ, அதுவும் உனக்கு பசி இருந்தால் சாப்பிடு. இப்போல்லாம் பசி இருக்கோ இல்லையோ ஏன் சாப்பிடலான்ட்டு ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணி அவனை சாப்பிட வச்சு அவனை இம்யூனிட்டி அவனை தைரியமாக கெடுத்துடும். இந்த மாதிரி அந்த அம்மா ஃப்ரீடம் கொடுத்ததுனால I was able to take risk. I was able to travel
ஒரு மாதம் ஊருக்கு போனால் கூட யாரும் லெட்டர் கூட போட மாட்டாங்க, என்ன இருக்கியா இல்லையா. நானும் அங்கேருந்து பாம்பேல லெட்டர் எழுதுனா நான் வர்றதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் லெட்டரே இங்கே வந்து சேரும். அந்த மாதிரி காலம்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கோம் நம்ம இந்தியாவில். ஸோ தோஸ் were the days, but I enjoyed every handicap and I ensured that academic that it was success. Thank you.